What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the mood reaction video. We got Putri Ariani, I Will Survive, live performance at Gloria Gaynor cover. Okay, before we get into the song, I always like to go and give credits. Of course, we're going to give credits and shout out to the amazing legendary performer here because she's amazing and a blessing to the world, Putri Ariani. But we also want to get credit to the original person like she did, Gloria Gaynor. And we want to explain, like I always do, I like to explain the background theme and meaning of the song before we actually look at the lyrics, break down the lyrics, see how it resonates with us, extracting value from the lyrics, and the value that we extract from the lyrics that resonates with us, we then see how we can apply it to our lives to continue to keep growing, evolving, and being great individuals, spreading that peace, love, and positivity, family. That's the whole goal here. And with that being said, as I'm looking up, or actually I have on my phone, I should say, what is the message behind the song I Will Survive, right? It's a disco song to beat all the disco songs in the ultimate karaoke tune. She was a Gloria Gaynor's iconic defiant hit. It was I Will Survive was written by Freddie Perrin and Dino Fakaris, providing a majority of the lyrics. The song is female empowerment. That's what it's about. Female empowerment anthem, and it's about moving on after a bad relationship. It has since taken on other meanings for people who have overcome any difficult situation. It also reveals about adversity. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that empowering effect, encouraging effect that it has, with the timeless lyrics, addresses a timeless concern about always trying to thrive, always trying to be courageous, and keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward. So that's the background theme meaning of the song, that I got from the original individual who made the song, and where this song came about. And now we're going to enjoy the amazing performance by the one and only legendary Putri Ariani. So I'm not going to do no more talking, family. Let's go.
I want to say that we are powerful.
Of course.
We are unstoppable.
And I love how she said that, because I love how her songs is every song she performs has a message, right? Look at that song with Alan Walker, Who I Am, and check out that reaction video, because I did react to the live performance. Go check it out if you haven't on my channel, or on the channel. But then Who I Am was basically about not limiting yourself, not putting yourself in a box, and being authentically who you are, because it's cheaper to be yourself. Now she's performing a song / cover about I Will Survive, which leads to self-empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Self-empowerment and adversity. That's what this encompasses. So let's go, family. Amazing.
If there's any fail, rise. Rise again.
See? And then rise again. And that's one of the lyrics in one of her previous songs. If there's any fail, rise again. A lot of times when people fall, they lay on their back. But if you could look up, you could get up. So you can get up and rise from it. But you have to have that self-encouragement, that self-driven motivation to know that you are capable of doing it, because you are. And everyone that's looking at me, and I'm talking to you directly, you can do it. Whatever thing that's making you uncomfortable, that's having the best interest of you and your loved ones and individuals around you and society, and it's not harming you or your loved ones or anyone in society, but it's positive, it's optimistic, you can do it. There may be a little bit of discomfort along the way, but there's peaks and valleys, right?
Because we always know that we will survive.
Yes, round of applause for that. This song, I first heard
At
this.
first I was
I first heard this song just hearing the beat already from Shrek, the movie. You know, Disney movie, Pixar movie. You know.
afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grow strong. And
My
I
man,
learned
Free.
how to get along, and so you're back from outer space.
So I'm strong, and she said, run it back in.
To get along, and so you're back from
I'm strong, and I know how to get it. I know how to get through it, and now you're back
outer space.
out of space.
I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to border me. Go now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore.
Now you're going. You're out the door. Just turn around now because you're not welcome anymore. Whoever had that special perfect person in their life, because this also signifies heartbreak. We can resonate with here. You know what I'm saying? You had a special person that walked out, just out there in the world doing their own thing, just gone, and that's a tough thing to swallow, or a tough thing to embrace, I should say. The heartbreak. You know, you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like it's the end of the world. You envision you and this special, perfect person that you seen as the one for you and had your best interest, you guys to walk, step lock together and tackle the world together. And then they walk out. So heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing how to embrace the situation because you're used to having a consistent routine with this person that you hold dear to your heart. And now they're walking out. Just imagine someone that was this perfect person that you envision all your life with, and then they out there in the world somewhere. They're not physically gone, but they're physically gone in regards of you and you being in each other's presence. Just imagine someone walking out of your life, you know, and they out there living their life. And it's a person you love so dearly, and they out there in the world, but they not going. But they wanted to be gone from your life, so they're not going from a natural perspective. You know, like, you know, passing away and stuff like that. But they're going in regards of just walking out of your life, which already was a detrimental thing to you, where you felt like your life was gone. It sucked the life out of you. It felt like death. So this person exploring life, let's take it a deeper notch. And I'm not trying to get too deep. But imagine someone out there that you dearly love that walked out in your life and they not dead. And they just out there just living life, and you just lifeless because you wanted to live this life with this person.
Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die?
Do you think I'll crumble? Do you think I'll lay down and die? You turned your back on me. So now this is like a courageous self-empowerment effect of I will rise, for the simple fact that I will learn from this. And at the end of the day, at first, the adversity, it was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. The life was sucked out of me. I couldn't breathe. You know, I felt like it was the end of the world. But then I had to start laying the groundwork on how to love the stranger that was once myself again, because I'm used to doing things and living life with this person that I really hold dear to my heart, that we was going to do this together to the end. But it didn't go that way.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey.
And I love the peace and positivity here. Everybody clapping. Everybody felt free. You know, you got the jazzy beats going on. It's amazing. It's amazing. Look, man, it's always a blessing to watch her perform, but a blessing to see how the audience just is so in sync with her. But like I say, it's amazing how every song she performs has a symmetric message with life that we all can resonate with, and it's a constant reminder of how to apply it to our lives. Like right here, what I'm getting from it with the message of the song, from heartbreak, adversity, is self-motivation, being self-driven, being uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, loving a stranger that was once yourself. What I'm getting from this is basically you love the stranger that was once yourself, and you have self-respect for yourself, because if someone can walk out the first time, they'll walk out again. You love yourself and you love them enough so you can't continue to walk out each other's life and waste each other's time, because life or time is priceless. Time is priceless. That's one I get from this. Second is you had to learn what love is not so you can learn what love is. So then you can lead by example by loving the right way. So when that person that is actually meant for you and have your best interest that you will attract and they won't walk out, y'all will accomplish that love that's righteous and what is right for what it is. So I ask you guys, family, what resonates with you from this song when it comes to adversity? From a love standpoint, what message did you get from it? My message was, I get what love. It's a lesson to learn what true love is and what real love is, and what the right love is, by learning what the wrong love isn't. So, what is your message that you get on the subject of love and heartbreak? And then I said adversity is to love the stranger that was once yourself, so you can then learn how to be self-driven and motivated to continue to push forward, put it one foot in front of the other. That's what I got from it, adversity. That's the message I got, and being uncomfortable being comfortable. Or being comfortable being uncomfortable. Uncomfortable being comfortable. So those are the two messages that I got from subjects of love and heartbreak and adversity. Comment down below what resonates with you when it comes to love and adversity. One message. And how do you apply it to your life? The way I apply love and what to know what the right love is I learn from the mistakes of others, and myself included. That's how I learn. And that's how I apply that message of learning what love is not to know what love is. Adversity. When it comes to being uncomfortable, being comfortable, stay course to the path. Just stay on the path. That's what I apply it to my life. How do you apply it to yours?
It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart.
Trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. Just imagine trying to hold on to the pieces of something crumbling, and at the end of the day, it's still falling apart. Man, that's heartbreaking. That's not only heartbreaking, that takes on a lot of mental stress. It takes on a lot of mental exhaustion. It takes on it can lead to depression, all these detrimental mental elements. But then learning how to get through them, because it would teach you how to build strength mentally. And every time you go through something that you may have never gone before, like the fear of the unknown, right? But the unknown and the chaos leads to wisdom that you never knew before. Right, family? Comment down below, because I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong.
I spent on so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry.
Spent many nights feeling sorry about myself. I used to cry. And then it could lead to self-sabotaging, because you had this perfect special person in your life and you're always overwatching yourself to figure out, what did I do? Because you always want to make it work, and you're always committed to this very thing aligned with loyalty. But at the end of the day, they walk out. So obviously their loyalty wasn't reciprocated, because they didn't have the same loyalty that you did, because at the end of the day, the commitment and the loyalty is together. And without the loyalty, there can be no commitment. So they weren't committed as you was to this very thing of y'all's. But at the end of the day, it's never wrong with learning from your mistakes, but then sabotaging yourself for the mistake of someone else or someone walking out when that was out of your control can lead to depression. It can be a very detrimental thing mentally, and that's why mental health is important. Never stop loving yourself even when you're loving others, because once that person that you may have loved, because you can't control what they would do, if they will walk out or not, if you continue to love yourself, then at the end of the day, you love them just like you love yourself enough to realize that I respect you and love you enough if that's what you want to do.
But now I hold my head up high and you see me. Somebody new. I'm not the gin-up little person still in love with you. And so you feel like dropping in and just expect me to be free. And now I'm serving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Gonna go.
I done sacrificed all my loving for someone who what?
All my loving for someone who's loving me. Gonna go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore.
Sacrifice all my loving for someone who wasn't really in love with me. Love is an action, man. It's a sense of duty.
Weren't you the one
You can
who
talk all
tried
you
to
want.
hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd let up and die?
Oh no, not I.
Survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive.
My man Free, look at him. She said, as long as I know how to love, I will survive.
Life to live. I've got all my love to give, and I'll
Man, shout out to my man over here living it up. Shout out to him. Got the air horn for him. Shout out to him, man.
survive.
Go. You got some soul.
Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble?
You tried to hurt me with goodbye. Yo, this would have been an amazing song that she could have picked in America's Got Talent. Comment down below, family, if you think she should pick this song in America's Got Talent as well to perform. Amazing performance, man. Oh no, not I. Ooh. I like that. Yeah. That was amazing right there. I will survive. You go, girl. I give you a round of applause for that. You go, girl. Amazing performance. Amazing, man. Amazing. At the end of the day, some people think they can do better than they can be you better than you can be you. And they can't. And this song reminds me of so many things you can resonate with. Family, comment down below how this resonates with you from a personal experience as well. I'm curious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Continue to spread this peace, love, and positivity. Let the love supersede the hate. Always. And like I always say, family, give this video a big thumbs up if you don't mind. It helps crush that YouTube algorithm. It's totally free. And like I always say, until next time, peace.